going on here, Dave? Is this a bit of a weather anomaly?
Well, I mean, we certainly have seen for most of we had the fall, of course, and certainly December. The story is, where is winter? We're sending out search parties looking for it, and it's a combination of the fact, where is the snow, and it's these balmy temperatures. We're seeing some places that have temperatures that are 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer than they normally would be. And really, it is, if you're going to get precipitation, it's likely to be the rain rather than the snow. So it really has been a shocker for most Canadians, where, my gosh, winter would really have arrived by this time. And certainly in the West, they often say, just as long as we get our first snowfall after Halloween and not before, well, my gosh, it may be after New Year's when they get their first significant snowfall. So it really is bizarre. And when you think about it, Jeff, where if you really want a white Christmas, go to the desert part of the United States. It's like the world is upside down. So really bizarre kind of factors. But certainly people in the east, and for Quebec, all of Quebec and the Atlantic Canada, they could thank some American system that came up and bumped into some cold air and brought them the snow. The others, hey, where the rest of Canadians are going to just have to wait for the appearance of winter.
Well, let me ask you the obvious question. Is this climate change, global warming taking effect at work here?
Well, Jeff, I always think, no, it's a mistake to call this something weird, wild, and wacky like this as climate change. I always say, you look out your window and you see weather, and it can be bizarre and quite variable. And climate change is all about trends over decades or more. I think it may be a sort of a little bit of a dress rehearsal, a glimpse of what we may see more of in the future, where not a done deal a white Christmas in Canada. It used to be we never even talked about it. It was a given that you were going to have snow at Christmas. So I think that certainly it may be the kind of thing in the future that we see the frequency of having white Christmases will go down, and maybe the depth of snow on Christmas morning will be less than it was in the past. It may be one of these bucket list things that Canadians even do. To have a white Christmas, you'd have to head north. Always 100% chance in Nunavut and Whitehorse and Yellowknife, and that will still be the case years from now.
Well, you mentioned that we're sending out search parties in hope of looking for winter. Some of us, Dave, aren't searching that hard, I'll be honest.
No, you're right. Sometimes people, it's funny, whatever happened to the great white north, a land of ice and snow? We shun blizzards and we sneer at frostbite. Jeff, I think we're getting wimpish as we mature as a country. We often celebrate the lack of winter. I mean, we're not all ice fishers and snowmobilers and cross-country skiers, but hey, don't be seduced by this weather. I still think that La Nina is going to show herself, and in fact, we're calling for the January, February, and March to be a little colder than normal out west. So hey, we may have postponed winter. We haven't canceled it.
Just let me ask you finally, as Canada's weatherman, on Christmas Day, if you walk outside and it's not a white Christmas, are you going to be kind of looking behind your back? Are people going to hold you responsible for this?
Well, I sometimes think, because even people who hate snow seem to like it on Christmas Day, but, I shouldn't even declare how I think about it, but you know what, when I travel about to visit family and friends, I'd rather not be stuck in a storm state situation or a blizzard. I can go with a green Christmas.
I hear you there. Dave Phillips, thank you for your time. You have a Merry Christmas and the best of the New Year.
Jeff, thank you so much, and to your listeners too. Bye-bye.
There's David Phillips, the Senior Climatologist for Environment Canada. After the break, it's 1-800-